Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. This is Larry Reidy, and this is Monday, September 22nd, 3:15. Just a very brief podcast. First of all, if people that are listening to my podcast know that I'm doing right now presidents, dumbass criminals, and I've been using guests on the presidents, and I'm going to have to discontinue this. I've got 26 presidents' administrations recorded, but on my other project that I'm working on, and if you haven't seen it on Facebook, I was going to try and show you a photo of it, but if I use a split screen, I can't get back to the regular screen. It's complicated. So anyway, Larry Reidy's America, starting October 28th, will have a podcast every day from 7 to 15 minutes. It's on our journey to our 250th anniversary. So every day we'll highlight the year, starting with 1776 and ending on July 4th of 2026. And this has taken a lot of time, research to do this. And I'm not overwhelmed, but it's tough for this old guy. Because number one, if I try and do 5 of them in one day, I have to stop after 2 to get my voice back, because I keep losing my voice, and that's an age thing. There's nothing I can do about it. But anyway, I'm hoping that we really have a big listening audience. I'm trying to figure out how to get this to go in more cities, because I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars advertising on a nonprofit thing, but I'd like to see kids in the 6th grade on up finding out. I mean, I've got 50 of these episodes recorded, so from 1776 to 1826, and how we survived the first 50 years is amazing. And I'm hoping not only kids listen, but adults. A little disappointed with the people don't seem to be too interested in the president. Sometimes we have a decent audience, and sometimes not. I get more downloads every day going back to other episodes than I do for the presidents. But anyway, this is really keeping me busy, and I'm going to try to have 80 to 100 episodes, or 100 years, done by October the 28th, because that's when this starts every day. And for me to get everything accomplished by July 4th of 2026, if I can get 80, I'm going to have to do about 25 a month from then on out to the end of June. And it's really worthwhile, because I'm kind of a history buff, but I had no idea how bad Britain was to get us involved in the War of 1812 and things like that. It's quite interesting. You're never too old to learn or to rehash out what makes our country really great and all the challenges that we've had. And the podcast I just finished, I did Teddy Roosevelt's was the last president podcast. So they're coming out once a week. And so I have 27 more to do. And I'm going to be doing them on my own, because by having guest podcasters, I have to do it at their convenience, and sometimes it just interrupts the whole day. And I love interviewing people. I love having guest podcasters on. But I'll tell you, in order to do this journey to our 250th anniversary, I just can't do it. This is, I don't think I bit off more than I can chew, but this is really, whether it's a 7-minute or a 15-minute podcast, the research and the prep going into the podcast is tough. And some days I have really bad voice problems because I can't keep my mouth shut long enough to get it back to normal. And I have a little vision problem. So anyway, this is really important. Probably as much as I enjoyed all the other podcasts doing them, I think this will probably be the most important thing I've ever done. And I'm trying to, I put this out on several TV stations and mentions. I don't know how many people look at that, but I'm in Cleveland, Columbus, Ohio, Mississippi, Louisiana, Kentucky, Indiana, Indianapolis, Cincinnati TV stations. So I put this, if you haven't seen it, I wanted to show you a picture of it, but it'll be backwards, but it's on Facebook, and I'm just run it up here a little so you can see it. And it's really, really interesting. And like Teddy Roosevelt, when I did him today, boy, that's one of my all-time favorite presidents. And what he overcame as a child, he was lucky to live, to be an adult, and just a tremendous person, tremendous president. So anyway, I've taken up about, 6 minutes. So again, I might have a couple guests on. I'm trying to get a couple that are very, very well-known people, and that might help, because again, just advertising on Facebook, and I don't know why it's hard to get people to share a podcast. And so I'm with Facebook's algorithm, I'm not really reaching that many people. And some of the presidents have been very good, but like, I'll give you an idea. Last week, in 2 days of the podcast, the current podcast, I had 5 times more downloads than I had listening to the President podcast. And but they're going back to like whiskey and beer, or they found out that a certain person had a podcast and they go back to that, which is fine, but you're missing out on the presidents. We really had some good ones, and we really had some bad ones too. And again, it's fun for me because you learn a lot of things that maybe you got touched on in school, but some of these guys are really bad news, and some of them are just great. And where we are today in this country, we're still kicking. It's still the greatest country in the world. And we got there with all these challenges, especially in the early years. I'm telling you, the first 50 years. If I were back in living, say in 1780, and bookie wanted to know, give me odds on the nation surviving for 50 years, I'll bet it would have been 200 to 300 to 1, because how we made it's amazing. Anyway, that's enough. It's over. I'm pushing 9 minutes. Talk to you later, maybe next week.